this is my 10 to 15 minute makeup routine and it works. Okay, so firstly, I've done my brows off camera. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to correct. I use the Anastasia cream corrector. I use it in this like peachy color here, and then also in this deeper orange color here. So first I'm gonna go in with the peachy color. The peachy color is for like minor imperfections, and the darker orange color is gonna be, why'd you say orange like I'm from somewhere down south? Darker orange color is gonna be for the imperfections that are like deeper in color on my face. So like things like these acne scars down here, these ones are deeper in color, so they're gonna need a deeper corrector in order to cover them. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with this corrector, and I'm just gonna place it on my smaller imperfections there. Here, I do have a little breakout on my chin. I'm gonna put it on the outside of my under eye bags right here. You can already see that the color is correcting and almost like disappearing into the skin, which is what you want. You don't want the color to be super bright. If the color is super bright, the pigment in the corrector is a little bit too dark for your skin tone. The Fenty Beauty Sponge, and I'm gonna blend that out. I use the tip to blend it out. Now I'm gonna go in with that darker orange color. This is like bringing out the big boys because it's gonna cover the imperfections that are deeper in color on my skin. Those deeper blues, deeper purples. I'm gonna use some in the corners of my mouth, and I guess I can use it on my full chin. Y'all, hormones are bad to me. They don't treat me right. I left the corners of my eyes bare because I need to add the orange color there because I have that deep greenish blue in the inner corner of my eye. And the reason why you don't bring it all the way in is because you want to try to put as least product as possible. You don't want to layer them because this area of your eye, the skin is so thin and delicate, it can't handle a lot of makeup. So you don't want to layer too many products. We're already going to put concealer on top of this as well as powder. So that's enough. Like, that's already kind of forcing it. But, you know, we do what we got to do. Alright, now that we're done with that, we're going to set all of our correcting colors with a finely milled powder. My favorite is this RCMA no color powder. I love this. Use it on clients, use it on me. Doesn't really flash back, and it just does what it's supposed to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this. I pour it into my hand and I just lightly dust it on with a brush. Honestly, I don't go like this either. I kind of just shake it off so there's not that much product, and I just dust it on just like this. I put it here too because I don't wear primer, but this acts as like an oil control in this area, and you don't need a lot, only a little bit. You want to do everything in thin layers so that it looks super natural. Now I'm going to go in with a tinted moisturizer. You want to use a really light product for all over your face because there are so many areas on your face where you do not need a lot of coverage. Like for me, those areas are like my forehead, up here I don't really have a lot of acne. These areas I don't need a lot of coverage. So wherever you don't need a lot of coverage, you don't want to put a lot of coverage. I'm going to use this same brush. This is the Airbrush foundation brush from Sephora. This brush works really, really good with tinted moisturizer. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fill it up with this tinted moisturizer. This is the NARS Pure Radiance tinted moisturizer, and I'm just going to blend this all over my face. You're just giving yourself that light coverage. Hit your ears. Just hit them so they're not like bright red, even though my ears are red from this headband, and that's okay because I'm gonna keep them behind it. So this just gave me like a veil of color, and I hope it's showing on the view, on the camera, but it also gave me a nice glow. keep in mind that I didn't put that here. Like I said, I'm leaving this area. I don't want to put too much makeup on there. Next, I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's actually called the Stick Foundation. It's in the color Caramel. So I'm going to put this in the areas where I need more coverage. I have some little dark marks here, here, here. They're showing just a little bit through the tinted moisturizer. You're only going to put this in areas where the tinted moisturizer couldn't cover the pigmentation that you have. And because this is a matte stick, I'm going to go ahead and use my wet blender to blend it out. For the last part of the coverage, I'm going to use this MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation as my concealer. It's in the color NC42. It's a little bit lighter than my skin tone, which is why I'm going to use it as concealer. I am a fan of using foundations as concealer because they tend to be a little bit less heavy, and for like everyday stuff like this, it just looks really good. I'm going to put a little bit on my eyelids too, just to blend those out, and I'm going to bring it up the side of my nose a little bit too. Make sure you get it in the corner to reduce that darkness and open up your eye. Done there. Now I'm going to take that No Color powder again, and I'm going to go ahead and set. And same thing as before, you're tapping, you're not really swiping, because you just want everything to stay in place. And it's called No Color powder for a reason. It really doesn't have any color. You're not going to use it on the outside of your face. You're only going to use it in the inside to set the areas that might have an oil issue later on in the day. Okay, now let's build our face up, because we probably just look matted out, whited out, all that stuff. This is like the most important part. I'm going to go in with this blush from MAC. It's called Worldly Wealth. I think it was part of a collection, so forgive me. But there are other products. You just want to choose a blush that has like a brown tone, but also has some, not glitter, but luminous action going on. I'm going to carve out my cheek with this. Then I'm going to take this cream gold color. This is another product that came from a collection, you guys. I'm sorry, but you can use any gold highlight. I prefer creams because they just lay really flat on the skin. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my same blush that I used on my cheeks, and I'm gonna put it right on top of my eyes. Now I'm just going to use any brown shadow you can use. I'm just using a really dark brown, and I'm gonna put it at the base of the outside of my eye, just to give me like a little bit of dimension, a little something. It's not anything that you'd be able to pick out like, oh, I love the brown shadow right there. No, this is just kind of like playing on light type of deal. Tight line right in your eye. I literally close my eye and I put the pencil facing up and just rock it back and forth. There you go. Now I'm just gonna curl my lashes. Add some mascara. This is Old Faithful Great Lash. And then I'm gonna pop on some lip gloss, and then I'm done. This is NYX. It's called Angel Food Cake. This is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is really what I do when I am on the go. I wear this look to work. I wear this look on dates. I wear this look when I go out with friends. Thank you guys for watching the video so much. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel. Y'all didn't know what I was going to say. I didn't know what I was going to tell y'all to do, but what you should do is subscribe.